All right, hello gamers, and welcome to the gaming news update. I'm here to bring you the second of our, I guess you could say, Summer Game Fest specials here, as we're going to finally have a chance to talk about highlights. You basically take a chance to look at highlights from the Xbox Game Showcase, as well as Starfield Direct, and more importantly, the Xbox Game Showcase Extended. Yes, they did have an extended show like they did for the last few years. So we're going to have a chance to look at all three of these Xbox shows because they have had some had some pretty cool announcements that have come out from these shows, and we'll have an opportunity to sort of take a look at all the big announcements that Microsoft have shared as part of their Xbox Game Showcase, their extended show, and obviously what Bethesda had to say regarding Starfield and giving us a glimpse at what to expect from in terms of what to expect from Starfield when it releases this September. So without further ado, if you go on to enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and there'll be my socials in the description as well as an opportunity for you to watch my reaction video for the Xbox Game Showcase. I'm going to do one for the extended. I'm going to also have my Starfield Direct hopefully uploaded later today, so you can see that if you want to see my reaction to Bethesda's news regarding Starfield, which they had their own separate show for that followed the main Xbox Game Showcase. And then I'm going to do one for the Xbox Game Showcase Extended later this week. So you'll get to see, well, hopefully it'll be out tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll put that out if you're wanting to see my reaction, see what see my reaction to all the to some of the stuff they talked about, which they kind of go deeper in some of the announcements, as well as revealing a couple of extra announcements that Xbox saved for the show specifically. Now, without further ado, we are going to begin with the main Xbox show from Sunday night. And and they had quite a bit of stuff to reveal. So we're going to start. Yeah, they even said they shared 27 games, with 21 of them are going to be made available for Xbox Game Pass or PC Game Pass, depending on which platform you're on, as well as a big chunk of sections given to Starfield, which is going to be coming on September the 6th. 6th of September is when we will get Starfield, and obviously Todd Howard led the charge of that Starfield Direct. So, without further ado, we're going to start things off by so we're going to look at, and obviously they do announce some other things as well, including the fact that they've increased their supply of Xbox Series X globally, so there'll be more opportunities for those who want to get Xbox Series X. Will now be able to get one. Hopefully, there's more stock wherever you are now, and there's also a black Xbox Series S coming with 1 terabyte that's going to be releasing on September the 1st, and you can start pre-ordering if you want to get this black version of the Xbox Series S, which is the digital Xbox Series console with a 1 terabyte storage. All right, so we have the following games announced. So we have Avowed. This is the first game highlighted in the blog post here. It's coming for Xbox Series X and S, Windows PC, Steam. Yes, Steam's going to be offering this as well as the cloud, and coming to Game Pass and PC Game Pass day one. And essentially, this is Obsidian's Entertainment, which is a part of the Xbox community. This is their first-person fantasy RPG. They're masters of this, so you can obviously tell by the trailer that they nail the RPG sections, and they really know how to get our RPG going on the Xbox systems. So yes, this is a game that Xbox players will be able to check out in 2024, and it's obviously a location known to the Pillar of Entity series, because obviously it takes place in Uro, which is related to that video game series, which is pretty cool. And essentially, for those who are wondering, Aval is essentially, as it says here, we'll see players embark on a journey that through living lands and pledge and forge a violence full of mystery and secrets, danger and adventures, choices and consequences as it lands that feels the fortune, yet somewhat intrinsic to you. A place calls out for help. Players will explore a devised ecosystem and meet companions along the way. So that's how that game's going to be shaping up, and we'll be obviously seeing that next year. And then we've got another game well, this is another Xbox Game Studio title from in Exo Entertainment. This is their first original title since becoming a member of the Xbox team, and it's called Clockwork Revolution. And it kind of has that sort of Bioshock feel. At least a lot of gamers agree that it has that sort of Bioshock feel to it. Um, but essentially, this game, it has a more time-bending steampunk action RPG, it's being described as you stumble across an incredible invention that allows you to travel into the past. You discover the city you call home. The virtual steam-powered malevolence of Avion has been carefully crafted through the alloys of key historical events. By traveling back in time, you interact and choose in the past will have a butterfly effect on the deep, narrative-driven world and characters of Alien, causing them to change and react to the unprecedented ways. So yeah, so this is all about time travel essentially. This whole game, which is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm certainly looking forward to checking this out on Game Pass day one. Whenever this releases, they said it's going to release in due time, so we'll see exactly how soon it will be until we get to play Clockwork Revolution. And then, of course, a popular favorite on Xbox, Fabled, a new beginning for the legendary franchise. It's going to be obviously this is an upcoming open world action RPG, a new beginning for a legend for a much loved franchise, obviously made by Playground Games. Welcome to Alien, the home of heroes, where Fable takes place in its immersive fairy tale land of adventure that mirrors challenges, treasures, and stories await. And also, for some reason, this trailer has been receiving a lot of dislikes lately for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but a lot of people seem to be arguing the fact that it's not gameplay when technically it was captured on Xbox Series X and it is gameplay that's being shown. And it's a bit silly why people think this is not gameplay. I mean, I think they were expecting a lot from Playgrounds games when it came to Fable, but I actually don't mind this trailer. I just don't understand why the negativity exists for this reveal. But either way, hopefully we're going to see more of Fable. Hopefully later this year. Hopefully Microsoft will get Playgrounds to do more. Hopefully reveal more on this title later this year. So at least we know when we can expect this game's release. So at least we get a bit of an idea in terms of how soon it will be when it comes to Xbox Game Pass, which I'm certainly looking forward to checking this out. And I know Kerry will be looking forward to checking this out as well. Oh yeah, speaking of a game that I know Kerry enjoys playing on Xbox, for Motorsports, finally announced a October release. It comes out on the 10th of October, but if you pre-order a special edition, you can actually play, I believe, 3 days early. Yeah, I think you can play 3 days early, so you can play roughly on the 7th of October, I think is when the earliest you can play. But essentially, yeah, you can essentially play roughly 3 days early if you buy a special edition of Ford Motorsports. But if you play the standard, you have to play from the 10th of October. But essentially, obviously they've been revealing a lot of stuff about this game during at the top of the year as well. It's coming to Game Pass, coming to Xbox Series X and S, Windows, PC, Steam, and also they've introduced two new cars, which are the stunning 2023 number one Caliga, as well as the Racing VR Series race car, and the 2024 equivalent coverage E-Ray will be available for fans to drive in for Hermosa. So these two cars are going to be in the game, which is going to be really cool. So these are the two newest cars that are coming to for Motorsports. In fact, it says in the description that there will be over 500 games with 100 of them brand new for the game, which is pretty insane. So there'll be roughly about 600 cars in total available for Ford Motorsports, which is insane a number of cars that you're going to be able to drive in this new title. Then we have Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes, they finally announced a new sort of, I guess you could say, a sequel from Microsoft Flight Simulator on console, which they call Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And essentially, what we can get from this description here is that this brand new simulator is designed to take advantage of the latest technologies in simulation, cloud, machine learning, graphics, and gaming to create some sort of a immersive and overly inspiring flight simulator of all time. To achieve this unprecedented level of accuracy, Microsoft Flight Simulator is empowered by the significantly involved Amber Studio engine. So a brand new engine's running this, which is really interesting. And the cool thing is you'll be able to play this day one on Xbox Game Pass, Windows 10 and 11, Steam, Xbox Game Cloud, and PC Game Pass in 2024. I'm sure they'll let us know later this year when in 2024 we'll be able to experience Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, this new version that we're going to be able to explore. And also, the cool thing is in the trailer, it does show us interacting with people. So we might be able to interact with people in this new game, which would be really, really cool. So looking forward to checking this out when we're able to see how we're going to be able to interact with people. Hopefully, they'll show gameplay later this year of this. Hopefully. And then we have another game that's coming out in 2024, which is Hellblade 2. This is a game that a lot of people are also looking forward to. Obviously, they showed us a little glimpse at the audio and given us a little sneak peek at one of the story missions, which you can see in the which I'll leave this article in the link in the description if you want to see gameplay of it. But either way, it'll be on day one in 2024 by Ninja Theory. You'll be able to get Blade 2 with Game Pass. So I might check this out. We'll wait and see. South of the middle, South of Midnight is another new game that was created by the guys who made Conquest or We Happy Few, which is the game developers who worked on this. And to give you a little bit of context of what to expect, essentially, South of Midnight is a spellbending third-person action adventure game set in an American deep south. As Hazard, you'll explore a map and encounter creatures in the South Fork in the America and fantastical world. With a disaster strikes her hometown, Hazel is called to become a weaver, a magical means of breaking bonds and spirits. Empowered with these new abilities, Hazel will confront the substance of dangerous creatures and tangle webs of her family's shared past. And if she's lucky, she'll find her way to find a place that feels like home. So that's pretty interesting description to give you a little bit of context of what to expect from South of Midnight when it launches, whenever that comes out, obviously, because we don't know exactly when, but I'm sure they'll let us know. Who knows? Maybe it'll come out next year for all we know. And then, of course, we have, and then, of course, Starfield Direct. We might as well mention this before we continue on with the Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Game Showcase stuff. But yes, Bethesda did a lot of reveals regarding Starfield. As you can see, Todd Howard shared a lot of details, including the fact that they talked about the game's character customization. They also talked about the game's main quest line. And the fact that we will send interior explorers on a mission to discover the secrets of the universe. We also got a new look of how the game handles ship crews and companions. Yes, companions are going to be a thing. They talk about the build, customize, and upgrade your ships, and the fact that you'll be able to surface over 1,000 planets. Yes, I know that people called that a meme from Todd Howard, but yes, that is a thing. The fact that this is all of this is powered by new technology, which has allowed Bethesda Game Studios to create a completely unique experience for every player, while still applying all the handcraft care players have come to expect. And this, of course, this will be available on September the 6th for Xbox Series X and S and PC, and day one on Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass, obviously. And then we have Talbot, which is another game that got announced that will be coming in 2024. I'll leave you for those who want to check that trailer for that. You can see for yourselves. And yes, it does support multiplayer as well. With up to 4 players, you'll be able to play this title. And then we have this game, which really, well, this was one of the games that you never thought would actually come out. But this game right here, 33 Immortals, will allow you to play co-op with 33 players. Yeah, hear me out, right? 33 players in co-op. Like that is insane. A lot of people are going to think of that as like, oh, that's game breaking. Well, the developers of this title have been able to make 33 players in a co-op game possible, which is insane. And they've got a pick and raid matchmaking, which is an instant matchmaking as well. And it's basically an indie title that's allowing 33 players to come together, which is insane. And you can check that out day one, uh, whenever they release that, because they haven't set a release date. City Skyline 2, this is coming out on the 24th of October for Xbox Series X and S and Windows PC, coming to Game Pass and PC Game Pass day one. And essentially, this game allows you to build your own cities, like the first Cities game did. And it gives you like your first opportunity to see road layouts, zones of some new homes, growing your empty plots of land, and just gives you. And also, if you pre-order, you pre-order today and add a selection of landmarks for around the world to your city. So yeah, it's basically just a glimpse of some of the possibilities you can make with City Skyline 2. And then we have Dungeons of Hellbart, which is another indie title coming to Game Pass in 2024. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said this was going to come out in 2024 for Xbox Series X and S, Windows, as well as Game Pass and PC Game Pass. And then this game comes out later this year. At the end of the year, it's basically a climbing-based action puzzle game, which is called Jetson, coming on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows PC, coming to Game Pass and PC Game Pass later this year. And then we have this game that shows the main character naked. Yes, that did really happen. This is coming in early 2024 from Sega for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and Windows PC. It's called Like a Dragon: Infinite Wrath, and essentially, this will highlight an experience chain of events that set up two legendary Yukas on a larger than life RPG adventure. So it's basically a reveal trailer. It doesn't really tell us much except for the fact that the main character's naked, basically, in a sort of a LA Caribbean beach, basically. And then we have Memofor, which is another game. This is a game that's been made a first fantasy RPG made by the guys who made Personnel, which is the gaming franchise, an anime game franchise that people look forward to. This is their first game. This is a game that they made alongside that will be coming in 2024 for Xbox Series X and S and Windows PC. And then we have a new Capcom title that got revealed called Path of the Goddess, which is coming to Xbox Game Pass and Windows PC for Xbox Series X and S. And this will be coming in the near future from Capcom. This is a new game that they've been working on, and essentially it's basically a sort of an original title that Capcom have introduced to the world. And then we have Payday 3. That's going to be coming to Game Pass, Windows and PC Game Pass, Windows PC, Xbox Series X and S, and it'll be releasing on September the 21st. That's right, the 21st of September on Game Pass. You'll be able to play Payday 3 and be able to play the new Payday, which will take place in New York City, Dallas, Chain. Yes, so you'll be able to go all around New York City for the new Payday sequel. And then we have Personnel 3 Reload. This is the game that a lot of Personnel fans have been wanting. That's going to be coming. It's going to be coming in early 2024 for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and also for Game Pass. And then we have Personnel 5 Tactica, which will be coming. I believe it comes out later this year for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows PC. For those who want to check out this new tactical RPG from the award-winning Personnel 5 game. And then we have a Ubisoft Star Wars title. This is their first ever Star Wars, the first ever open world Star Wars game made by Ubisoft called Star Wars Outlaws, which will be getting a release in early next year for Xbox Series X and S and Windows PC. And essentially, this takes place set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi, exploring new and iconic locations across the galaxy and risk it all as Kay Vess, an immersive scourger seeking freedom and the means to start a new life along with her companion Nex. Fight and steal and outwit crime syndicates as you join the Galactic's Most Wanted. So this is just a glimpse of what to expect from the first ever open world Star Wars game, Star Wars Outlaws. And by the way, they have released gameplay because Ubisoft did a whole gameplay demo as part of their Ubisoft Forward, which we'll talk more about in our Ubisoft Forward highlights gaming news video. And then, of course, we have Still Wakes the Deep, which is a new narrative horror game coming to Game Pass in well, it's going to be coming to Game Pass. Yeah, I believe it comes out later this year or early next year for people who want to check out this new horror title, first-person narrative horror genre game that's going to be coming to Game Pass. And then, of course, as you can see, they talk about the Xbox Series S, 1 terabyte that comes out on the 1st of September. And you can pre-order now if you want to pre-order this black Xbox Series S if you're looking to get yourself the digital Xbox Series console. And also, if you're somebody who wants to get ready for Starfield, they have these limited edition Starfield controller and Xbox wireless headset Starfield limited edition, which you can now get in stores now ready. And yeah, so essentially they're in stores now. You can get these ready for Starfield when it launches on September the 6th. But yep, these are some accessories that Microsoft have released to prepare for Starfield in September. And then we have Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, which you can start pre-ordering. And essentially, it brings back Keanu Reeves as Johnny Silverhand for the expansion, because yes, he's a big part of the story. Izon, obviously Lufa himself is going to be playing Solomon Reed in the game. Well, in the DLC, and there's going to be new gameplay mechanics, new choice-filled narrative, new characters are going to be coming in. So a lot of things are going to be new with Phantom Liberty, which you can look forward to with Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty when it releases on September the 26th, and you can pre-order now. And then we have Elder Scrolls Online Netcom. This is their new Elder Scrolls Online DLC that's going to be coming on the 20th of June, which will be next week. If you want to check out the new Elder Scrolls, and yeah, you can jump in with Xbox Game Pass. And then we have a new, obviously, there's some new stuff coming to Fallout. They're going to be having Atlantic City coming, which is a new adventure for Fallout 76. Obviously, the fact that they've recently celebrated 15 million players recently, which, yeah, I mean, it's something. I know the game didn't really go off to a great start when it first released it, but still, at least it's something for people who want to check out what's new in Fallout 76. And then we have Microsoft Flight Simulator, the current one that's celebrating Duel, which is Duel 2 is going to be getting a cinema release on November the 3rd, and you'll be able to get the expansion for Microsoft Flight Simulator the day that the movie hits theaters on November the 3rd, which is pretty cool. Also, Overwatch 2 is going to be getting ready for their new update in August, and they're going to be rolling out a new Hero Starter Pack for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate customers on the 10th of August as they prepare for story missions to arrive for Overwatch 2 this August. And then Sea of Thieves are going to be celebrating the Legend of Monkey Island as part of like a new content that will be dropping for all Sea of Thieves players from the 20th of June. If you want to check out the new content for Sea of Thieves, so that is essentially all the announcements that came from Xbox Games Showcase and Starfield Direct to give you a little bit of a taste of what to expect from some of the announcements that they made during the main show. Now we come to the Xbox Games Showcase extended reveal. They had some new exciting announcements that took place, so I thought we'll have an opportunity to take a look at some of these announcements that they made. So this is the portion of this is the extended version, which kind of goes deep dive on some of the games that we've seen, as well as revealing some new titles that have been announced as part of the show. So first things first, they gave us a extended deep dive on Aval, which is an upcoming game coming in 2024. So you can see there's obviously extended details about this title now. They also did an extended look at Talborn, which was revealed on Sunday, as well as 33 Immortals. Um, they also did brought out some exclusive gameplay from Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. And then, of course, we come to the new reveals, which the first things first, they announced the DLC expansion for High on Life called High on Knives, which is sort of like a nightmarish version of the game, which features the voice of Sarah Sherman from Saturday Night Live, and it has that sort of creepy horror style DLC that's going to be coming to High on Life soon, essentially. They also gave us an extended gameplay showcase of Live Peas, which is coming out on September for Game Pass, and they gave us the first, an extended gameplay look at this title. And by the way, you can play a demo of this now. They also gave us an exclusive behind the scenes of the dual expansion for Microsoft Flight Simulator. They also gave us a behind the scenes of the latest trailer for Hellblade 2. And then, of course, they go on to talk about X Primal, which is the upcoming Capcom title, and they've announced that there will be an open beta test happening soon for anybody who wants to try out the game. And it's essentially them getting ready for the game's launch in July. For those who want to play it on Game Pass, which will be this in July. And then on top of that, they finally we got some news about First Descent, which they finally confirmed there's going to be a cross-play beta coming, where Game Pass, where PC and Xbox and PlayStation players will be able to join the cross-play beta starting on Tuesday, the 22nd of August, and running until Monday, the 28th of August. We'll be able to check out the First Descent, and this will be the first time that console players will be able to check out First Descent, which is a next-gen third-person looter shooter, which is and it's going to be running using the Unreal Engine 5, and it's really, really, and also you can play with up to 4 players cooperatively. So, I'm certainly looking forward to checking this out. I signed up for by the way, you can sign up for it on the First Descent website if you want to sign up for the crossplay beta and let them know if you want to play on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. But I'm definitely going to be playing this for sure because I really want to check this game out because I've heard so many so many interesting stories about this title. And I'm really interested to see if this is going to be a game that's going to maybe compete with Destiny later this year, and if it releases later this year, I guess we'll find out. And then we have another new indie title that got announced, which is called Go Mecha Bowl, which is coming out in early 2024 for PC and Xbox. So this is another indie title to look forward to next year. And then we have the Lamps Lighting League, which is a game that takes place in an alternative 1930s setting, and it comes out on October the 3rd this year, and it will be coming to Game Pass as well as Windows PC to give you a taste of this sort of weird, interesting game that's coming up. Also, Lightyear Frontier finally had a new reveal after months of nothing. We finally got news that it's going to be coming out in early 2024, and it'll be a day one release for Xbox Game Pass, Windows, PC Game Pass, Windows, Xbox Series X and S. So I'll be looking forward to checking this out early next year. And then, of course, we come to this announcement, which really shocked a lot of people. In fact, it got me very excited. We finally are going to be getting Phasmophobia. Yes, Phasmophobia is finally coming to consoles, not only for Xbox Series X and S, but it's also going to be coming to PS5 and PlayStation VR 2. So that means for the first time ever, Phasmophobia is finally getting a console release in August of 2023, which means basically in 2 months' time, we will be able to play Phasmo on console with a 4-player online co-op. And by the way, they will be cross-play enabled, so you're going to be able to play with PC players and Xbox players if you're on console, and you'll be able to play between you and PC friends. If you have any friends on PC who plays it, you will be able to join them, which is fantastic. And there's going to be obviously lots of updates for this game as well, so definitely expect a lot of seasonal stuff and etc. as they finally start rolling this game out on console, which is fantastic. And I'm very, very, very excited for Phasmo's console release because this means that we can now finally enjoy Phasmophobia on a console level, which is fantastic. Also, we got a glimpse at the ID and Xbox. They revealed some titles such as The Wanderer Village, Naira White, Sea of Stars, just to name a few of the games, which I will leave a link in the description if you want to see all the other indie titles that are going to be coming to Game Pass on launch day with Game Pass. There's 10 of them that they showed off at the extended show. And there's also an exterior program that includes its games. So there's going to be a program where basically the key mission is to bring games to life with with underrepresentation creators through funding and support and more. Today, Xbox Game Pass Extended will show off 11 of the games that have already come through the program. So you get to see some of the games here, and you can learn more about it in these links. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to learn more about this program that they're introducing in the ID Xbox development program that will be which launched it earlier this year, and that they've managed to get some games on board, which is really good. And also, they showed off a bit more of the Elder Scrolls Online Netcom, which is going to be coming out, as well as a new look at Fallout 76 Once in a Blue Moon, which launches on the 20th of June, as well as some upcoming stuff coming to Fallout 76. Hi-Fi Rush has got an arcade challenge update coming on the 5th of July for those who play that game. So there you go. That is all the Xbox Games Showcase extended announcements that took place. So I'm very happy that we finally got news on the First Descent, as well as the fact that we are going to be getting Phasmophobia on console in August, and I cannot wait for that. That's going to be amazing when they finally get round to talking about it. Oh yeah, okay. So there's an open beta this weekend for X Primal. So this weekend you'll be able to check it out if you want to see the game for yourselves. But and also Microsoft have also released a article talking about the bright future recently, where they talked to Sarah Bond and Todd Howard about what's next for gaming event. And essentially what they've said in this whole separate Q&A session that they did after the showcase, this is what they said. So the first bullet point here, Xbox players across all formats will see new exclusives arrive more reliably. So the aim is that, well, their aim is to release at least 4 first-party games a year. Although we also balance that with a careful consideration of each project's needs, that's on top of the work of our teams are doing to grow our existing communities as we foster many years like Elder Scrolls, Sea of Thieves, Minecraft, Forza, and so on. In the last 5 years, our team across Xbox Games Studios and Bethesda have shipped 10 games with over 10 million players in each life to date. So that's pretty nice. Nice to know that they're going to be pushing for 4 first-party titles a year, which is nice. Enable creators on all sizes, so they're going to be extending their creator vision to hopefully include more creators on the Idea Xbox program and try and get more creators on board on Xbox, which is very understandable. We want to bring gaming everywhere, so they want to make gaming available in more areas, which is nice to see, including the GeForce Now that's now offering Game Pass, what is now offering Xbox support now, which is really cool. So Game Pass members are going to be able to play through GeForce now, which is going to be a cool thing. And by the way, that they're going to be rolling out discoverability to the Insider program in the coming months, which is really cool that they're offering that as part of their the all new home user experience, which is to make so that new games get explored a little bit easier, which is really, really nice. So this is just some of the improvements that Microsoft are hoping to achieve in terms of their bright future that they're wanting to achieve going forward, which is really exciting. So yeah, really, that is pretty much all the announcements that Microsoft have shared over the last few days. Really, they've been talking about their bright future. They revealed a lot of games between from their main showcase to Starfield Direct to their extended show where they finally announced details about. Well, they finally managed to give us updates for the first Descent, as well as finally announcing Phasmophobia coming to console, which I still cannot believe it's happening this August. I'm very, very excited about finally owning a console release of Phasmo, which is something that I've been wanting. I've even said to Bevis that it needs to happen, and I'm so glad that they finally got round to it. And by the way, Bevis is a official Phasmo content creator, so I had to give her a shout out because she's a part of that, you know, content creator community right now, and I'm really super proud of her for getting that because she worked really hard to get there. Um, and I know she's probably very excited about console players being able to play Phasmo now. That's going to be amazing because it means she'll be able to play with more people now. Um, yeah, I'm very, like I said, very exciting developments are coming out for Xbox, and hopefully we're going to be seeing. And by the way, one of the high ups at Xbox did say in an interview recently that they might have a extra event coming later this year. So there might be another event coming in 2023 from Xbox. So we might get another showcase later this year. We don't know just yet, but they seem to be teasing the idea that after Gamescom, we might see something from Xbox. So we might want to keep an eye on that just in case they decide to roll out another surprise showcase. Like PlayStation's probably going to have one in the autumn because they've got another showcase plan. And also Nintendo have got another showcase plan that they're not talking about yet. So it seems as though that, yeah, there's going to be a couple of more showcases to come between now and heading into the autumn of this year. So we might be getting some more info from Microsoft in regards to maybe Fabled, maybe we'll get some more surprise PC games coming to console because if there is another PC game that hasn't arrived on console yet, and that's Valorant. So will we be hearing news about that later this year? Maybe. Maybe there's hope at the end of the tunnel for a console release for Valorant because I think there might be hope there for a Valorant release, considering that Riot Games have been working with Microsoft for over the last year. So I would be very shocked if they didn't announce a console release in the next few months. But yeah, I have a sneaky suspicion though that Valorant will come to console at some point. It's just a question of when they will be ready to reveal that information. So anyway, with that said, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in my when I will be talking about the Ubisoft Forward and the Capcom showcase and see what they revealed. And we'll see you guys in the next one.